Well, hi there pluckers, Ivor Sore Fingers again with you with part 2 of my lessons on a version of I Am the Walrus by the Beatles. Okay, in part 1, this is part 2, in part 1 we covered, did a playthrough for you of what we're about to learn, and I showed you how to play the intro. Okay, so in this lesson we're going to be covering the verse 1. There's two types of chord progressions. Okay, there's a verse 1 type and there's a verse 2 type, so I'm going to show you both of those, and they are repeated throughout the song, both versions. Okay, so we'll do the two verses, possibly the chorus if we get time. Okay, so coming out of the intro, you come out that D bit and then the D7 and the little cello bit, that bit which I showed you in part 1. Okay, so it's so I am he and you are he, as you are me, and we're all together. See how they run like pigs from a gun, see how they fly. Okay, so that's what I'm about to show you for verse 1. Okay, you can play it with open chords as well. I will show you that as well. So let's just break it down. Starts off with a lazy A string, 5th string open, along with a bar, 1st finger on the 4th string, 3rd string and 2nd string on the 2nd fret. Just 5 down to 2. Just a dig into it, yeah? Chunky. Okay, so you do, and then what you do, sort of 2 beats on that, and then what you do is you add your 2nd finger to the 3rd fret on the bottom E string, keeping the lazy A there. Okay, that finger moves over, leans over slightly and mutes the 5th string, which is fine. That's what you want. Okay, don't want to hear the 5th string. Just the bottom E string and these 3 strings. Okay, okay, 4, 3 and 2 there. Okay, so the first chords are you are he and you are he. Okay, got the idea? And then what we do is we go to a C chord, which I'm playing as a bar chord, as I did in the playthrough. 3rd fret bar, 1st finger, and then the 5th fret of the 4th, 3rd and 2nd strings with either a 3rd finger bar. Some people use their pinky, or you could use 3 fingers like that, or you could just use a straightforward C chord if you fancy that. That's fine, whichever way is easier for you. Okay, both ways work. And then from the C chord we go to a D chord, move this bar chord up 2 frets. I'm now on the 5th fret bar, 1st finger, and the 7th fret bar, 4, 3 and 2 strings with the 3rd finger or 3 fingers, or you could play an open D. Fine. Okay, so I'll do it both ways. Okay, so here we go. I am he as you are he, and you are me, we're all together. That's that way. And if you do it with open chords, it's you are he and you are he, and we're all together. Okay, see, it's not much difference, yeah? So whichever way is easier for you, or you like the sound of. Okay, so when you've done that, you go back to from the D, you go back to the A, and you repeat the A, and then A with G in the bass. Okay, so it's just, and then what you do is you go back to the C, and this time it stays there longer. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So a bit longer on each chord, C to D, exactly the same as the first time you played it. Okay, so the whole first verse. Okay, I am he as you are he, as you are me, and we are all together. See how the pigs da 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 da, I'm crying, and we finish on a single lazy A. Okay, so let's do that again very slowly for you. So coming out of the D, D7, lead up. I am he and you are he, as you are me, and we are all together. See how they run like pigs from a gun, see how they fly. I'm crying. Or you could play it with open chords like I've said. So it's I am here as you are me, and you are me, and we are all together. See how they run like pigs from a gun, see how they fly. I'm crying. Right. After you get to that A, you let it ring for a little bit, and then you go just on verse 1. It's the only verse it does it, but it does this little thing, okay? And it's the 5th fret of the 2nd string, and you hit that note and you pull off to the 4th fret, and then put that finger back and pull off again. So you only hit it once, but you okay. And it only does it at that point, that first verse. That's the only time it does that. Okay. So coming out of it, 2, 3, 4. Lead up. I am he and you are he, as you are me, and we are all together. See how they run like pigs from the gun, see how they fly. I'm flying. And then you're into verse 2, right? Verse 2 is somewhat different. It starts off the same with the lazy A and the G over a G bass of the A, same as it did with verse 1. Sitting on a cornflake, exactly the same to start. So A, and then A with G in the bass. But this time what you do is you move this 2nd finger, the way I play it anyway. It's an F sharp you need now, F sharp minor. It's an F sharp minor, but what I do is keep the lazy A there, G with the G is, you go to the 3rd fret. And what I do for the F sharp is I move this finger, which you're using for the 3rd fret on the bottom E string, down to the 2nd fret. Okay? Okay, so go. Okay, it's like a progression. Okay, so A with G in the bass, and then A with F sharp in the bass. Okay, so it goes sitting on a cornflake, wait for the van to come. Right, so that is an F, G, back to the A. So it's sitting on a cornflake, wait for the van to come. Just a 1 F, 1 G, back to the A. Okay, and that's just basically an F power chord. You don't have to play the whole chord. So basically all you need is your first finger playing the bottom E string on the 1st fret, and the so it's an F bar. It is an F bar chord I'm playing, but I'm really only interested. The bar can be just that first finger playing the 1st fret on the bottom E string. You don't have to play the whole bar, okay? Because it's just those 6th, 5th, and 4th strings you're interested in. And then move it up 2 frets to make a G power chord, and then back to the A. So it's sitting on a cornflake, wait for the van to come. And then what you do then is right, wait for the van to come. You do the A to G again with G in the A with G in the bass. Then you go to the F bar power chord again. 2, 3, 4. This time it's 4 times. Okay, so sitting on a cornflake, wait for the van to come. Corporation t-shirt, so it's 4 hits, alright? Corporation t-shirt, Super Bloody Tuesday, and then what you do is you go to an B7. Right, a B7, right? Man, you been a naughty boy, let your face go down. Got the idea? Okay, so let's go from the beginning again. So, the 2nd verse. Sitting on a cornflake, waiting for the van to come. Corporation t-shirt, stupid for Tuesday, man, being a naughty boy, let your voice grow long. Got the idea? And we're going into the chorus. Okay, so let's just do, let's go for that very slowly, just so you don't get lost. So A, sitting on a cornflake, waiting for the van to come. Corporation t-shirt, stupid bloody Tuesday, man, you've been a naughty boy, let your face go long. I am C, the Eggman, normal C this time, no bar chord, the Eggman. They are D, the Eggman. I am the E, Walrus, cuckoo cuckoo. And then we go back and do verse 1 again. Mr. City Policeman sitting pretty, little policeman in a robe. Okay, so you got that? So what we'll do now is we'll come out of the intro and we'll do verse 1 and verse 2 and the chorus. Okay, so here we go. I am here as you are, here as you are, me and we are all together. See how they run like pigs from the gun, see how they fly. I'm crying, sitting on a cornflake, waiting for the van to come. Corporation t-shirt, stupid bloody Tuesday, man, you've been a naughty boy, you better let your face go wrong. I am the Eggman, they are the Eggman. Walrus, cuckoo cuckoo, Mr. City Policeman sitting pretty, the policeman in a robe. See how they fly like loose in the sky, see how they fly. I'm crying. Right, at that point we'll stop. Okay, so what you've learnt there is basically verse 1 and verse 2 and the chorus. Okay. In part 3 we'll cover what happens at that point there where it goes into I'm crying and crying bit, okay, and then we've got another bridge section where it goes sitting in English garden waiting for the sun, that bit, I'll show you that bit next time, and also how it finishes, okay, and that'll be the complete song then. So hope you enjoyed that. So that's verse 1, verse 2 and the chorus. Okay, and they are used throughout the song. So I'll see you in part 3 for the final lesson.